sophisticated than your rituals or whatever. We all have rituals, whether we hate to admit it or not. And so we need to just recognize that everyone doesn't have the same rituals, but that doesn't mean they all don't worship the same God. The application to me. In verses 9 and 10, we were reminded that we are all members of God's family, and as such, we all share a divine nature with Him and with our brethren. Thus, we are living stones in God's world and should be as priests serving in God's temple. Each of us are citizens of heaven. We are in unity one with the other because Jesus is the central focus. Thus, following Him, our attention is focused on Him. This produces the unity between believers. Not focusing on Him, it leads to distrust and disunity with our family. That's not necessarily our blood family or anything like that. It is the family which we are all brethren because we are saved people. God leads us with, this is how imperfect people can worship a perfect Lord. Think about that. We recognize our imperfection. That's part of how we get saved, right? We have to recognize that before salvation can come. However, we can still, He gives us, when we are trying to do the right thing, when we are trying to follow His example, when we are treating people the way they should be treated, and all those things, we still have the right to worship the perfect Lord, because we recognize that that's our goal, and we worship our goal. We worship that thing which we do not have, but know eventually will be involved with in heaven. My response: Lord, thank you for explaining how we should correctly follow you. And that's really what this is all about, is, why do we study the Bible? Well, we study the Bible because we need to understand certain things, of course, but really, and because we need to go evangelize the world, and therefore